Good afternoon and welcome to the land use meeting of the Board of County Commissioners for Tuesday, June 20th. Item number 1.
Item number 1 is staff emergency items, and I'm unaware of any staff emergency items today.
Item number 2.
Item number 2 is changes, postponements, and notice of the next meeting. I'm aware of 2 changes to today's agenda. There's a request by the applicant to withdraw item number 6 from the agenda, and no motion is required for that. And there is a request to continue item number 7 to a date certain of July 18th, 2023, which will require a motion. The next meeting of the board will be June 27th at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you. And would you like to continue item number 7 at its place in the agenda or prior to consent calendar?
It's the chair's discretion, but we can certainly have the motion now if that's the board's preference.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to continue item number 7 to a date certain of July 18th?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to move the land use regular item number 7 to a date certain July 18, 2023.
Second.
That has been moved and seconded. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Vanderwerf.
Aye.
Commissioner Gonzalez.
Aye.
Commissioner Geithner.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. That continuance passes 5-0 for item number 7. Okay. Item number 3.
Item number 3 is public comment on items not scheduled on the agenda. This is the public's opportunity to comment on an item that is not scheduled on today's agenda. And Madam Chair, Mr. Tom Martin has signed in, and then I believe you had a statement.
Yes, Mr. Martin, if you want to make your way forward, and I am going to make another statement briefly while you're on your way up. I understand that there may be some people here today to provide comment on a matter involving a special use permit application for Colorado Pumpkin Patch. That matter is not being heard on today's agenda, and we're always happy to hear from our citizens on any issues that aren't on the agenda. But please be aware that that likely will be a quasi-judicial matter that comes before us in the future, and any comments that you would make on the record today would not be part of the public hearing for that. We are receiving your emails, so those will be incorporated as part of the public comment if and when that application is in place. Thank you very much. Mr. Martin, please introduce yourself, and your 3 minutes will begin.
My name is Tom Martin. I'm a long-term resident of El Paso County, and we know I'm here for land use matters. It's amazing you folks talk about overreach from the state government. And there is overreach from the state government. The opposite ill of that is underreach of government and a non-responsive government. We should have structure and rules, or otherwise we end up with chaos and anarchy. So every time that you eliminate an ordinance or a rule, there was a reason that rule or ordinance was put in place in the first place. Chaos is not good. It upsets your citizens. We like order. It's amazing. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning knowing I'd be here. I don't like being here. I don't like it one bit. I started looking through the campaign contributions for all of you, one by one. It's amazing what I find. And it's not a pretty sight. I was always amazed when I saw one particular construction company with a gravel pit. I was like, what in the world is that person giving money like that to a candidate? I go, they're going to get the contracts here locally anyway, and always have for all the building of the road construction. Sure enough, they're closing a gravel pit in Black Forest, and you allowed them to put a multifamily housing unit on it. So we went from agricultural use to multifamily. And it hardens my heart. Because these things, I'm not implying that these things are illegal, but in my opinion, they are definitely unethical. You think these developers are your friends. They buy you at $1,500 a pop. Some of them have their whole family members, their dog included, given $1,500. Their general manager, 2 subsidiaries of the company. So they buy your votes with this uncontrollable development. There needs to be some control and constraint with all this development going on in this county. It's out of control. It's not doing anyone any good. It's helping a handful of developers at the expense of your citizens. When we have community meetings, I've invited one of our commissioners to one of ours. 100 people show up to the meeting. We ask if we can start an action committee. You know what we get? Nothing. We have unresponsive government.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the public wishing to speak on an item not on the agenda? Any online? Okay. Hearing none. Commissioner Vanderwerf.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is some comments in response to Mr. Martin's comments. He made the comment of development that's out of control and chaos. I categorically reject these comments. Our developers are required to meet thousands of requirements. They're in our land use code. There's a design to all of that. It includes a lot of thoughtful things in a lot of different areas, but includes a 300-year water rule requiring sensitivity to water access and water availability. And just for the record, and I just think it's important to state it on the record, our developers build houses for people. This is something we need to live in. And when there's a demand in our community that people want to live here, the building industry responds to that and builds houses. This is not out of control. This is not chaos. There's thousands of requirements. It's expensive to meet those requirements, and those requirements are thoughtful. Thank you.
Item number 4.
Item number 4 is the land use consent calendar consisting of items 4A through 4F.
Are there any members of the public wishing to speak on any item on the consent calendar? Any online? Hearing none. Any comments and/or a motion?
Move to approve items 4A through 4F.
Second.
That has been moved and seconded. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Vanderwerf.
Aye.
Commissioner Gonzalez.
Aye.
Commissioner Geithner.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. The consent calendar passes 5-0. Item number 6 was withdrawn by the applicant. Item number 7 was continued. Item number 8.
Item number 8 is department and committee reports, and there are none.
Item 9.
Item 9 is the addendum, and there is no addendum.
Item number 10.
Item number 10 is executive session, and there is no request for executive session.
This land use meeting is adjourned.